Hello! Chapter 34, The Big Gig. Harry Hill, Matt Millz, ordinary school boy or the world's youngest stand-up comedian. Dead man walking, muttered Matt 2 minutes later as he followed the production runner out of his dressing room and down the warren of busy backstage corridors. There were people in black Tea Factor t-shirts darting about, carrying cameras, lights and odd bits of scenery, and then there were the other acts. Matt glanced into dressing rooms as he passed them. A street dance group packed into one like sardines. A ventriloquist sat talking to a stuffed parrot in another. A lady in a cowboy hat with a troupe of chihuahuas singing. Break dancers. This, in short, was show business in all its glorious variety. He could hear the show getting louder as he and Kitty got closer to the stage. Then he turned a corridor, walked through the black drapes, and they were upon it. "All right, mate." Matt looked up to see the Tea Factor hosts, Titch and Tot. Yes, I think so, anyway," he said, a little starstruck. He'd been watching these two guys since he was 5. "Nothing to be nervous about," said Titch. Or was it Tot? Matt could never remember which was which. "Just go out there and do the best, mate," said the other. On stage was an elderly man attempting to juggle some plates. Matt couldn't get a clear view of it from the wings, but judging by the sound of breaking crockery, it wasn't going too well. Finally, there was a huge crashing sound, and the old man finished up to a smattering of polite applause. "Maybe next time, instead of plates, try juggling balloons. It might be safer," came a voice which Matt instantly recognised as belonging to David Walnuts. There was a big laugh, and then in time-honoured fashion, one of the other judges gave the old chap their verdicts. "That's 3 no's, I'm afraid, Freddie. Sorry, mate. Don't give up the day job," said Simon. "I haven't got a day job," said Freddie, gathering up the broken plates and shuffling off. "Oh, good luck with that bunch," he said as he shuffled past Matt and Kitty. "Tough crowd." "Okay, time to go, Matt." It was the production runner again. "Remember, walk straight out to the middle spot. Talk into the microphone. Any questions?" Matt's mind was completely blank. How had he got here? In a few short weeks he'd gone from his first ever gig in a school talent show to playing a packed house at the Hammersmith Apollo. He looked at Kitty. "What if it goes like last night?" "It won't. Sometimes you need a bad one before you have a good one," she said, trying to sound confident. But in truth, she looked more nervous than he did. He raised his eyebrows as if to say, "Now?" Kitty nodded. "Don't forget the tongue. Break a leg," she whispered. He took a deep breath and walked out into the spotlight, his mouth open and his tongue dangling out. As he got to the mic, he did a double take at the judges, just like he'd seen Laurel and Hardy do on the DVD. Then he pushed his tongue back into his mouth with his finger. There was a ripple of laughter. Simon glanced across at David, and they exchanged a look. "What's your name?" said Simon. "Matt Millz," said Matt, his voice crackling as he leant into the microphone. The volume of his reply startled him, and he immediately recoiled from his mic. "Hi, Matt," continued Simon. "Tell us, why do you want to win the Tea Factor?" Matt shifted uneasily. He'd known this question was likely to come up, but he still hadn't thought of a satisfactory answer. So he decided to tell the truth. "I just love making people laugh, Simon. I don't know, it just makes me feel good." There was a cry of "all right" from high up in the dress circle that Matt thought he recognised. Simon turned to acknowledge the heckle. "Well," he said, "someone likes you. Have you got any family with you, Matt?" This time it was Amanda. No, they don't know I'm here. I've just got my..." He hesitated and glanced into the wings, where he could see a very worried Kitty standing with her clipboard and stopwatch. "My manager, Kitty Hope." "Kitty!" called David Walnuts. "We want to meet you. Come on out." There was a pause. Matt could see Titch and Tot trying to talk Kitty into joining him on stage. Then there was a massive "ah" as the 11-year-old girl in glasses finally relented and walked out to join him. "Ah, she's so cute," squealed Amanda. "So you think your boy can win, do you?" said Simon with a wry smile. Kitty spoke, but no one could hear her. Matt bent down, put his arms around her waist and lifted her up to the microphone. "I think Matt's got real talent, Simon, and I honestly believe he could win this competition." Once again the audience swooned. "I wish my manager was as positive about my talents," joked David. Matt eased her gently down to the ground. "Nice one," he whispered. Kitty walked briskly back to the side of the stage. Matt could see Titch and Tot high-fiving her as she reached them. "Right then," said Simon. "You've got a lot to prove, young man. Off you go." And that's where we'll end tonight. Good night.